Hey, what's up guys, I'm Patrick King and welcome back to another video. Today I have some more Infinite Warfare information. Today I'm going to be talking about a new gesture system, some new crafting features in multiplayer, new sort of, I suppose they're kind of like specialists, but they're called combat rigs, and some other bits as well. So let's get straight into it. So first off, it was confirmed at COD XP by Infinity Ward's multiplayer project director Jordan Hirsch that theater mode will not be returning. So yeah, that's a bit of a shame, but with these new consoles, and since this since this Call of Duty won't be on last gen, it's not too much of a problem, because with the new consoles you can just record, and then on PC you can screen record it with OBS or something like that, so it's not too much of a problem nowadays, but it's still a very nice feature to have. Infinite Warfare will also include classic guns from past Call of Duty games. So it's been revealed that classic guns like, a traditional assault rifles, SMGs, etc., they'll be playable in multiplayer. They won't be different variants of the old guns, but there is variants of the new guns, kind of like in Advanced Warfare. So onto this new combat rigs. So combat rigs is 6 special characters that feature different abilities for players to use. Combat rigs offer payloads and traits. So they are kind of like specialists from Black Ops 3. So to activate them, it's just like Black Ops 3, press L1 and R1, and it's LB and RB, I think, on the Xbox. So the first one I'm going to go through is FTL. The payloads are erasers, FTL jump, traverse space, and phase shift. But the traits supercharge perception, which gives the player more awareness than ever before in Call of Duty. If there's an enemy looking at you, edges of HUD will light and let you know someone is looking at you, that sounds kind of handy actually. There's also power slide. For Merc, payloads, Steel Dragon weapon, which helps suppress a closed combat area, Bull Charge, reactive armor. For traits, Infusion, health will come back faster, Man at Arms, and Shockwave. For Warfighter, payloads, the Claw, powerful weapon. It's a rapid spread shot weapon that takes out many enemies with ADS. Shots ricochet around. Overdrive and combat focus, which is some of these are just copy and pasted from Black Ops 3. For the traits, ping, persistence changes the way you interact with score streaks. Instead of resetting on death, they will persist. Combat increased cost and cannot wrap score streaks. You can also resupply. For a striker, the payloads, gravity vortex, micro turret, Centurion. For the traits, relay, trophy drone, supports team drone that flies and self-detonates and take out any grenades. Players can get only 1 per life. There's also Harden. For Phantom, payloads, Ballista EM3, 3-shot rail gun, sticks people to a wall, active camo, and pulsar. For traits, marked target, rear guard, every time you spawn you have an armored shield on your back, and heightened senses. For Synaptic, payloads, Quailizer, Reaper, lethal melee, crouches down and charges at you, rewind. And for the traits, rushdown, propulsion, combat burst, get short burst in speed after every kill. A big difference between combat rigs and specialists is that you can actually change your combat rig during a match. So if you test one out, you don't like it, you're getting sick of it, instead of waiting until the end of the match, you can actually change it mid-game, which sounds kind of cool. Now onto the new gesture system. So these gestures are basically the same as in Black Ops 3. There's a quote from project director Jordan Hirsch, and he says, "We have gestures in game now, where you can essentially press the D-pad and do an offhand gesture. The gestures are in-game, so basically you can run around and flip someone off or do the rock on thing, preferably before you kill someone so they can see it in the kill cam." Now, I don't really like that because, you're just going to get people to do that all the time, and it's just going to be kind of annoying, and even if you do it, you're most likely just going to get yourself killed. So it seems a little stupid to do it mid-game. Kind of makes more sense after the match, like in Black Ops 3, but maybe it will work out just fine. Hirsch also clarified that they haven't finalized the way they want to handle the celebration at the end of the match. He said it's in development, but they do not have a final decision yet for what that will be at launch. So yeah, there's going to be something different at the end of a match. And lastly, onto the multiplayer features, which include crafting. So in Infinite Warfare multiplayer, Infinity Ward is introducing a new weapon crafting feature. This feature brings back the weapon variants with different loot combinations and more. In order to get the variants, players must earn salvage. Salvage is the new in-game currency in Infinite Warfare for crafting. The only way to earn salvage that has been announced so far is through playing the game. There are 4 different types of variants for each of the guns: common, rare, legendary, and epic. Every single weapon, including the secondary weapons, has these different variant options. The variants feature new abilities for the weapon, new camo look, and new perks to use for that specific weapon. For example, a sniper rifle can be upgraded to have epic variant with perks that assist with long range shots. The way to make these prototype weapons is by using salvage. The cost of salvage differs based on rarity. Infinity Ward's multiplayer project director Jordan Hirsch said, "Players have to use salvage in order to get those variants of the weapon. It is not clear yet how much salvage each variant costs and how the entire process will work." Infinity Ward has also confirmed that the classic weapon class, which features fan favourite weapons from older Call of Duty games, do not have variants and cannot be crafted. I don't really like the sound of this, because then you're going to get people, and they'll probably have it so you buy salvage. So it's basically more pay to win. So you have to buy, they make it so you can buy salvage. A load of people will, and then, have incredibly good guns, and you're just stuck with terrible guns, or the basic ones, and then you basically have to pay if you want to get more, which sounds, I'm assuming that's the way it's going to work. That's the way it seems to be, which sounds really stupid. But anyway, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.